airline pilots, workers, house workers, engineers. You just want always quality. So we're going to talk about our discussions. So what is a quality discussion? Well, I'm going to show you what that is. First, I'm going to talk about the question. You'll receive a question, and usually there's going to be parts of it. And here it says, in this one, this is for psychology, it says discuss your results and your opinion on the dominant brain size and give examples of which hemisphere is dominant for you and what impacts that. So what I did was I look at that and I divide up the different criterias into different colors here, so they'll have different paragraphs. You want always your post to have paragraphs compared to one. Remember, this is college level and you want to look intelligent. Also, I put in here that you should quote from the test, it says, but let's change that. Let's quote from the text. Add your name and the reference. Now here are the guidelines that are posted by several different colleges, and I combined them all for you so that you can get the best quality. You need to read the discussion question and analyze how many parts are there in there. You need to post a 5 to 10 sentence response to the discussion using examples and personal experiences. And you're going to integrate a quote from your readings, and it's usually the text, and you need to use it in APA format. And this is due Wednesday night, always, no matter what, Wednesday night. And for your peer review, you want to teach your peers, and you also want to learn from them. So you need to post 2 more quality posts, and those are due by Sunday night. So again, you're going to read the class member, the peer initial discussion response that was posted on Wednesday, and you could choose 2 of them, and you're going to reply in 3 to 5 sentences. Now, to be a success and show quality, you're going to review the grading rubric. You're going to be knowledgeable on the topic, which means that you're going to have to do your little background reading. You're going to always give credit to the source, and the more times you cite from a source, it just makes your paper look college level. You look more intelligent. People get the notion that you are, even though I know all of you are. It also is going to, you want to be kind to yourself and others. You are going to reread it a couple times before you hit send, and you're never going to wait until Wednesday night or Sunday night, if you can, to post. I don't know about you, but the longer I wait, I'm crabby up until the night I do it, and also I get under stress the closer to the deadline, and that's when I get crabby and stressful. So if you have any other questions, add them, because we like to use Socrates' method. Socrates' method is always to dig deeper in critical thinking, and you do that by asking more questions. And also ask yourself in the end, did you clarify? And are there any similarities or differences to your post? Now here's a different checklist. This is the one I made up, and I would like you to read through this one as well. So I'm going to read it to you. You're going to remember to correct your spelling and grammar. If you have any questions, call me first. There's my cell phone number. You're going to post the initial one on or before Wednesday. And before Sunday, you're going to respond to 2 different class members. You're going to demonstrate precision with details, being sequential and organized, demonstrating your technical reasoning and your critical thinking. You're going to add creativity and confluence. And confluence is basically creativity put in a more organized fashion. You're going to again check for spelling, no I's or IURs. And you're going to make sure that you use different paragraphs. Again, that'll make it look level. And you're going to quote from the text when you can. And it's required in one of the colleges I teach. So your initial response again is due on Wednesday. Here is what a good initial response looked like. You notice that they post a question up here. They have a greeting to the class. They needed a comma here. Then they stress some of the experiences they have had with the question. Then they, again, they talk here They do make transitions. And then here they state a quote from the text and how it relates to the discussion. And here they give their name and they give their reference of the text. A not so good initial response is what? Well, it's when you have some spelling errors, you don't use 5 or 6 sentences. This one did start in had paragraphs, so that part of it is good, but there's really no, anybody could say those words. You want to bring new information, new personal experiences to the classroom. Now, what are the tech responses? Those are to 2 different class members. This is the key to online learning. If you think about it, you're going to read more, you learn more by discussion. You can read a lot in any book, but when you discuss it and share your knowledge, that's when you build more accents in your brain, more like a bush instead of a scrawny little tree, and your brain becomes more active. So what does an excellent response looks like? This is only 1 paragraph. I chose that one because it is one, but it's long. It does have at least 3 to 5 sentences. It states, it starts with a positive response, a sentence, and then it goes into some of the